Right folks, slightly different video today. We're in the bedroom today just because I wanted a bit more space here to lay the stuff out. Following our series on preparation for SOTA activation of Ben Nevis, I just wanted to show you what I carry up the mountain with me in my rucksack. Now this is quite a big rucksack. It's bigger than most people carry, and most people try to go light on the SOTA activations, but I like to make sure I've got a bit of support gear in there as well in case things go wrong. So I'm going to empty out the rucksack here and show you what I carry up the mountain with me. Not focusing too much on the radio equipment, but perhaps more on the other stuff I carry with me. So first, and pretty importantly, navigation. Now, I said in the last video, and I'm expecting to get a bit of stick from it from the SOTA lot. I don't know if I will or not yet because it hasn't gone live. Most people, or most of the experts, say that you should have a map and a compass and know how to use it as a backup, even if you use GPS. Now, that's probably good advice. I'm a bit slack with that, for right or wrong. I normally take the main sort of touristy routes up there, and especially with Ben Nevis, as I'm told there's a fairly well-defined track up there that's well-trodden. So you should really have at least two forms of navigation, is my view on it. Whether that's map and compass or whether that's two GPSs and keep one safe. So that's my view on it. There'll be plenty of people who'll be screaming at their computer screens or mobile devices saying that that's absolutely wrong. You should have a map and compass. Up to you on that one. This is just what I do. So got my GPS, and this is a waterproof pouch which I put my phone in, which of course has also got GPS mapping on there. I also use my handheld here, which has got APRS on. Quite often I put a tracker on the car and just leave that to transmit an interval of, say, every 15 minutes, half hour, and I can pick up the beacon on this, and it gives me a bearing to any stations that I pick up. So I can use this as to at least give me a bearing and a distance to the car, so at least I know which way the car is. So that's my navigation. That's also my 2m77's radio. Into the backpack. Oh, before I do that, a couple of hiking sticks as well, always a good idea. Some of those mountains get a bit slippery with loose rock, and also take some of the stress off your knees. So that's that one. Logging. If you've seen my previous videos, you'll know I often use an iPad for logging. I've left it out of the backpack this time because I'm not sure if I'm going to bother with that. I might just do the old school pen and paper to try and save what little weight that is. This top pocket is mainly all camera equipment. I've got my fist mic for the handheld in there. The rest of it is all camera equipment. I won't bore you with that. That's not what this channel's about. And then I open up the pack. Now in here I have a tuner, does from 160 meters to 10 meters. I use this with my vertical. You've seen that before in previous videos, and with that I just put a counterpoise wire, so nice counterpoise wire there, and run that wire up my 7-meter mast, which is attached to the side of the backpack here. So that's my antenna system. Got the VHF radio there, a couple of bits of coax there, and the radio I just put in a plastic bag just to try and keep it fairly dry, stop it getting waterlogged. And on this occasion I'm taking my old ICOM 703, so that's a 10-watt radio, and battery. I've got a separate video on my lithium batteries, or small series actually on my lithium batteries, which is what I'm going to power the ICOM 703 with. Alternative antenna system. This is an end-fed half-wave for 40 meters. Will also run on 20, which goes up over my 7-meter spider beam mast. So that's my backup option. And in this top pouch, 49 to 1. I was about to call it a ballon. It's not, it's a transformer. So that's to go with the end-fed half wave. And we've got 5/8 Hawkins radio for that's VHF. So you've seen that in previous videos as well. Nice and lightweight, easy to carry, just tucks in the pouch there. And if I really need it, that's a 2-meter bandpass filter from I use the SOTA Beams one. It's only low power, so it's 2.5 watts. But if you're if your receiver's getting swamped with RF on the mountaintop, very, very good investment. Very pleased with that. In the front here, I've got, if I can find it, this is my notebook and a couple of pencils. This is what they call a write in the rain pad. So the paper's almost like plasticky, so it doesn't go all soggy in the rain. It'll actually work in the rain. So very useful. As I discovered previously when I did Scafell Pike, that copes better with a bit of rain than my iPad. So for Ben Nevis, I think that's going to be the way to go. Also in here, 2 spare batteries for the GPS, so a bit of a backup there in case those batteries die. I do put fresh batteries in before I start climbing the mountain, but it's always good to have spares. In the side pocket here, I've just got a few tent pegs and my guy ring and some guy rope, lightweight guy rope system for my 7-meter spider beam mast. So again, you've seen that in previous videos. That's how I hold the mast up. And then the main bit, and we're kind of onto the safety gear here really. You want to make sure that you're warm and dry whilst on the mountain. So I always wear a thermal vest under the t-shirt, which also helps with sweat, because if you wear cotton up there, it can become quite sticky and it actually takes a lot of the heat out of your body. So that may sound good if you're getting hot climbing the mountain, but once you stop, it's not so great. So I normally carry this thick fleece here, but I also carry a second fleece which will actually go underneath that one. So a couple of layers there, and also quite importantly, first aid kit just in case anything ever goes wrong. Fingers crossed so far I've never had to do first aid on myself or anyone else whilst on the mountain, but you never know. Let's hope that doesn't happen. And then finally, there's another pouch on the bottom of my pack here, which I call my Ono pouch. The reason I call it my Ono pouch is because I'm usually shouting the words "oh no" as I go into that pouch. It usually means something's gone wrong or the weather's taken a turn for the worst. So got some waterproof trousers, which just slip on over the top of my whatever I'm wearing. Got a thin waterproof coat there that can go over the top of all these fleeces, so keep myself dry. And if it does get cold, thermal hat, gloves, not particularly waterproof, so probably not the best, to be honest. Probably ought to get something a bit more waterproof, and a neck scarf. Finally, just in case anything goes really wrong and I end up staying the night on the mountain, this is a little bivvy bag, quite small, lightweight, well worth having. It's basically like a waterproof sleeping bag, and once you've been in it for a while, your body heat warms it up. So if I ever do have some kind of an incident where for whatever reason the weather closes in, I can't find my way off the mountain, or I end up I don't know, I'll break a leg and get stuck up there or something, waiting for mountain rescue to come and find me, that'll keep me dry enough and warm enough. Hopefully, you know, like I say, it'll keep me dry and warm long enough for the mountain rescue to come and find me. I've never had to use it yet. Hopefully I never will. I did try it once when I was on the mountain for an extended period doing an extended SOTA, and it actually got a little bit too warm and sweaty in there, even though it was quite chilly up there. So well worth having one of those. And I think that is basically the contents of my backpack. So, you know, I don't travel as light as a lot of people going up the SOTA summits, but, you know, a lot of this stuff, I think it's, yes, it is extra weight, but I think it's worth having just in case you need it. So there you go. That's what I recommend as normal carry gear for going up a large SOTA mountain. I mean, obviously, if you're doing a smaller SOTA where, you know, you're 10-15 minutes walk away from the car, you probably don't need all of this stuff. But this is what I take when I take on the larger mountains.